Hi, I want to do a quick share with you before I send off my swaps in the mail. I participated in a fabric journal page swap in a group on Facebook called Textile Collage. The parameters of this swap were to create a 4x6 journal page, fabric journal page, with a tuck spot or a pocket of some sort. So these are all, I have 4 swap partners. You did it in a group, so each person, so the end result would be you would receive 4 and so on and so forth, and then you could put them together as a journal. As you can see, mine are all similar but yet very different. I used a lot of my Sizzix tag dies, which I really enjoyed, and I used one of my favorite dies, which is Tattered Florals, Tim Holtz Tattered Florals die. I received as a gift a book of upholstery samples, and in this book of upholstery samples, I don't know if you've ever seen them, they're kind of hard to take apart. I had to actually use a hacksaw. I got just a myriad of samples that I probably, first of all, would never be able to afford to buy, but secondly, wouldn't have thought to. So from the fabric sample, I took a piece and cut it into a 4x6 piece, 2 pieces, right? And what I did first was I went ahead and I laid it out. So this one, if you look at this side of the page, this one had a pocket sewn here and then a corner pocket. And then the other side had a side pocket and a corner pocket. And then I sewed it down the middle. So it created 4 pockets and then 2 deeper pockets at the top. And then I went back and I took the upholstery fabric, glued it onto paper, glued it onto chipboard, glued it onto file folders, and used my die cutting machine and my favorite tag dies and created fabric tags. I just loved how they came out. In the top, I also included 2 tags, or in the very top. And as you can see, this one has fabric on one side and chipboard on the other. And then I made a little mini junk journal. This one also has a tag and fabric on one side and chipboard on the other. And then each one had a little junk journal. This is made from paper from udon noodles. I just loved it. And it sort of looks like rice paper, but it's actually plasticky. And I put jelly prints and fabric, all different sorts of book pages, and then I sewed it together on my sewing machine. So let me just give you a quick browse through the other 3. All similar, but also very different. And then I'll share with you the dies that I made the dies that I used. Also the Tim Holtz Tattered Flower dies, the tags, the little pocket. This one has a hand-painted ATC. Also another tag fabric put on the back of a file folder. And then once again, the tags in the top and the journal that I made. They're all a little bit different. Tattered Flowers die, corner pocket, lots of little dies in here, die cuts. I really loved the colors. So the tag dies that I used were this one's called Scallop Combo, and I'll show you the tags that go on it. This one's called Scallop Combo number 2, and it comes with, there are 3 separate, let me find, 3 separate tags on this particular die. So the key to making a successful fabric tag die is I found running it through my die cutting machine a couple of times. So that's one tag die. This is another one I used. It's simply called Tags, and I only used one side of it. And then I used, this is probably my most used die. It's called Tiny Tabs and Tags. and it has, this one is what I used from here, and this tag, this one I only used 2 from, and then I used my very large tag and it's called Tag and Tie. I thought I saw one. Yeah, this has a bread tie on it as well. So those are the dies that I used for this particular project. Thanks for watching and happy crafting.